Hey guys, welcome back to the season finale of The Walking Dead Season 9. This is going to be episode 16, and in usual tradition, I'm not going to bother doing any sort of recap. We're going to discuss it afterwards because I'm not quite sure how this season's going to play out. It's been very different. It's almost felt like a completely different show now, ever since we pretty much had the time jump. So, without further ado, let's go see how this season finishes out. Episode 16.
But things fall apart.
Really? Not with traditional
Knowing when
way
to keep
of
fighting.
repair.
Knowing when it's over. Shelter
Hallelujah.
from the storms to come.
Make sure you eat something. We gotta get these folks to Hilltop.
God, this is a depressing bloody start.
The magic we felt in this place.
I mean, I suppose this was inevitable.
The love.
Wow. I'll be sad when this series is over. It's been such
As we head into an uncertain future,
a part of
we
my
must be
life
valued
since
too.
I started it. Yeah, I could really do with like another 8 seasons of this, but we've still got a fair way to go.
No
Yeah.
one can agree on what to do next. And the council cannot come to any security resolutions?
Everyone's still reeling.
People watching us now, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we followed their rules. Haven't they done enough to us?
Hi. You lay off.
We followed their rules. So I'm assuming because they've kept by their rules to avert any more deaths is why things are becoming so desperate. They cut off from
They wanted her, yeah.
the whole landscape, the whole area, other than where they're allowed to go.
We'll have to travel through the night if we have any hope of making it to the next way station before it hits.
Show's been going on how many years now, and it's never really shown the true bleakness of the difference between a summer and a winter. We've seen everyone be hot and sticky and sweaty in the tremendous heat of the US summers, but we've never really seen the other side of it. And it's one thing to be hot and can't cool down, but how do you stay warm when all the creature comforts that we had, all the, like it showed at the beginning, them trying to, patch the pipe work and the heating systems and everything that we all take for granted now, you would freeze.
I did the systems check on the state of the array as requested, and the solar panels are no bueno.
Yeah.
Best bet is to go old school to keep toasty. I'd advise initiating Winter 1 Ice Storm Protocol.
We can't leave Negan. He'll freeze down there.
Yeah, well,
We have to let him out.
so what do we do? And I swear to God, if any single person says in the comments, oh, well, the reason it's so bleak this year is because of climate change, I'm going to slap you. Because, hello, the world's gone. Pick the question this, right? Next time someone says to you, oh, climate change and the planet's heating up, ask them one question. Since when? Look it up and you'll see what I mean.
You giving much thought to your plans after this?
No,
Don't really think anyone can see any further forward right
The
now.
past few months have been difficult for Carol and I. I'm not trying to be the bad guy here, man. I just want to get back a piece of what I lost.
Ah, so they're frozen in here now. Never even contemplated this. Because they walk with the dead. Well, not in this weather, you know. Limbs and everything would seize up and freeze. Oh, come on, Lydia, don't do this. Oh. Don't.
Weather's already
kicking in. You have a place in mind?
Yeah.
People
Prison.
actually lived here.
The prison.
I swear to God, I have memorized every square inch of this room. I mean, sure, all right, it smells like a goddamn barn and you're all bored shitless, but...
Language.
Sorry. It's like Christmas to me.
Well, maybe they're just as miserable at Aaron's or Barbara's.
That is a very mature attitude, Father. Not the father.
But
Is that
he is like,
unpredictable
he's still
enough
like a
for
kid.
You still worried about that mutt?
I
Daryl told me to
wisecrack.
take care of him
Not
when
as
we
good
got
as
to
him,
the
like,
end of the
but
hilltop. I don't know where he is.
Chimney flue's completely gunkified. What singed your nostrils earlier was no doubt a toxic mixture of creosote and H2O. Our chimney's ventilation capabilities are nil to none. It'd be unwise to spark another blaze unless we plan on ceasing all respiratory functions, aka smoking and choking.
yeah, you got a lot of fire in
I
there.
missed you, Eugene.
Yeah, the way he talks.
Say the same?
Okay, folks. Contingency plan.
Yeah.
We're going to Aaron's house.
Not one of you assholes is gonna untie me?
Something happened back there with you and Ezekiel.
No.
He only blames you because he can't let himself blame me. I feel like I'm losing myself again. I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, what we're talking about here, hope. It's what everyone's losing here.
Maybe if I head to the way station, bring back supplies.
Yeah, I thought of that too. We might get caught out there in this. Leave them worse off.
And then you won't even know where you're going.
Let me see your map.
Rick's bridge would have saved us. Could have cut half a day off our travel time.
Of course it
We
would.
need a bridge. Creeks and ponds are frozen over. We didn't agree to those borders. Those borders are hers, not ours.
That's cold comfort if we trigger a war.
We can cross at night. They won't know that we're there.
We can't take horses and wagons across the ice.
And we'll have to go by foot. Yes.
Dude, ice road truckers. That's all I'm going to say. No, I know that's ridiculous because of where that actually is, and there's no way Lexi would be nowhere near as thick. But still, I don't know. I mean, yes, you're crossing into their territory, but you're left with very few options here. Going by night, yes, more stealthy, less likely to be seen. But if they are, as she said, already watching you, going by night is more dangerous. But damned if you do, damned if you don't at this point, because if this storm rolls in for days or weeks, you know, with no technology, with no GPS, with no anything now for you to be able to navigate, yes, the bridge would have helped, but Carol's idea is probably, I don't know, it's probably the last resort.
And this storm could dump enough snow to make these roads impassable for weeks.
Yes, it
It's
could.
either we make it to the next way station,
Or you don't.
we die.
And you know what's one of the hardest things to do? Sorry if I keep pausing it. It's got to a black screen anyway. You know what's one of the hardest things to do when humans are notoriously really bad at doing this? Sitting there and doing nothing. Because to sit and just wait for something to change or something to happen, or literally be waiting for your death because you know you have no control over the situation, like in this circumstance, the weather's moving in, and you know if you don't move now, you're not going to get to, it's going to be impassable. Humans are terrible because we feel our whole lives that we are in control of our destiny, of our lives, and that we can affect and change things. And to sit there and do nothing goes against 99% of us, because that's just lying down and accepting death. You would rather at least try something, whatever it is, whatever the situation is. It's that fight, or it's kind of like the fight or flight thing that we have in all of us, and to just lie down, accept defeat. It's why the human race has continued to endure, why we're still here.
All this time we spent apart, I thought it made us stronger.
No, it didn't.
The kingdom hasn't fallen. It's right here.
Comes down to numbers in the end. Even if something happens and you lose some people, you won't lose everyone. I congratulate the writers on doing something entirely different for this season finale. The last episode was a shock, and I was wondering whether we were going to end up in a war. And unfortunately, humans are terrible at adapting to change early enough to see the warning signs. I know where they were then, the spikes on the floor. Fuck me. It's like watching our show truckers. Oh no, don't wander off, you're gonna vanish! Oh, fucking hell, Judith. I can't see shit. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, I can. They're not moving. Yeah, they look pretty frozen to me. Could just be decoys though. Oh, with any luck, they're all dead. Ooh.
I'm gonna check the ice.
There's no way to actually check the ice, Daryl. It can be thick in every spot that you try, and then there'll be one weak spot when you stand on it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We have to assume they have eyes on the borders.
It's got to be a foot thick at least.
Done and done.
All right, let's move.
This girl's kind of got death rush right now. Oh, you've got to be fracking kidding me. Get on the lake. The side of the lake bed, which is where they're popping up out of the snow, on the actual lake. Yeah. Just get on the ice.
Incoming.
Keep moving.
We gotta get across the other side now.
Spread it out evenly. That's the problem. They're harder to take down. They're bloody frozen.
I just know I can't cross that river.
Why not?
Because I know it's on the other side. Everyone's acting like getting to Hilltop's gonna make all our problems go away. Like it's gonna make everything better. It's not gonna change shit. They're not gonna want me back. If they hadn't taken me in to begin with, all those people would still be alive. Henry said I was a good person. But he was wrong. As long as I'm one of you, it's never gonna stop.
What's that going to change at this point? Your mother has already written you off anyway.
Please,
Other than her suffering.
please just do it. Do it for Henry. You're not weak. Come on, we have to go.
God damn it! Shoot it!
Head towards the dog, because that's where she was going. I love how they've thrown a whole new disaster at our people that's not the other people.
You okay?
Something that everyone who's left alive has to go through.
Just trying to get a little extra Negan time, aren't you?
You noticed, huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel great, to tell you the truth. Real glad I found you. Oh! Oh!
And if you don't get that scene too, in this weather,
Dog too.
What?
We have to get him back.
you'll lose your limb.
Come on, dog.
Wow. I really hope to God Hilltop's in a better position. Well, this is all for nothing. I mean, they should be with it. Yeah. Paying a climber.
It's like our new kingdom, only it's Hilltop. Hey, if we call it Kingtop, maybe we can make that a thing.
King Top.
Why'd you leave?
One day.
Yeah.
Try to get some sleep.
Not now.
I know you have to do this. But I will never stop loving you.
And I'll never regret the fairy tale.
She's got proper red rosy cheeks. It's RJ, right?
Always did have a flair for the dramatic.
Last time we were here together, Rick had just slit my throat open. So this ain't nothing. You've been through enough.
You suddenly had to change your character.
Dr. Baby Daddy said that you got caught in the storm with the royalty brigade. Is everyone okay?
Well, they crossed their territory. I don't know whether...
Do you care?
I don't know whether it's going to mean anything if they saw them.
I don't know any of those people from Adam, but...
The sanctuary's a shithole now.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I could have told you that. All you had to do was ask. Common enemy, common goal.
For retaliation further down the line.
Facing evil brings good people together.
Same thing. No one ever thinks that they're the evil one.
We'll make it through this winter of our discontent.
That
when
microphone
the sun melts and the wind's quiet. Who knows what glorious summer may bring?
I didn't catch a word of that. Okay, guys, episode 16, season finale. I got to actually do quite a lot of commentary in that episode because there was so much, not slow burn, but scenes with not much dialogue. Completely different to what I expected. I didn't even know what to expect, but usually we get something big. And that, in its own right, was. But not all people getting killed and sliced up and bombs going off and guns being shot everywhere. It was I think that was quite bold of the writers to give us a completely different end to a season, a different route. I mean, you could, if you really wanted to, we know they didn't, but you could have actually have ended the series there. Bar the little radio message at the end, you could have just took that out and just you could have left it at that and know that they're all who's left is okay. I am so glad that Carol not only got to see how Lydia was, how she was feeling, but that she didn't take her up on what she was pretty much begging for her to do, because she's not weak at all. And we got that one weird scene with her mother being whipped. We don't know for sure whether they were there and whether they're biding their time or whether they're going to attack at some point, which clearly, from the sounds of it, they're going to. That's going to lead us into season 10. And Negan stepping up. I mean, for everything that this man is and what he's done, and the fact that he spent so many years now in that prison cell and he's now by default been freed because of consequences and the weather and the kingdom pretty much falling. There is no way he was just going to let Judith disappear into the white and never be seen again. No way. Not Judith. Anyone else, I'm not sure he'd have risked himself. But Judith, yeah. So, kudos to him for that. I don't know what to expect from him. They're clearly keeping him in this show for a reason. It's not just his incessant background noise and one-liners that they're keeping him around for. Something's going to develop at some point. I don't know what. We may even need him. I did mention that in the last episode, that maybe the reason that Negan's been kept around in the end is going to become useful at some point, that there was a point to it, there was a purpose to it. Not just for the reasons as to why Rick decided to honour what Carl wanted him to do. So, we end season 9. I don't know where we're going to head in towards season 10. But the one thing that Michonne's realised is by being ultimately security conscious and thinking she was protecting her people, she broke away the communities and it actually made them weaker. She's seen the error of her ways, as she said she's not going to allow that to happen again. So we're going to end up with the Hilltop and Alexandria as our two communities going into the new season now. So I will be back with episode 1 of season 10 in the next day or so. It's just the way the schedule works out. If you enjoyed the episode, guys, I would appreciate a quick thumbs up. Don't forget to post your comments down below. And of course, all of these are available on my ever-expanding library over on Patreon now. I think there's nearly 2,000 videos on there now. So there is plenty for you guys to go at, including all the full-length versions of all the series, including The Walking Dead. And I will see you for that episode 1 next. Until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Check all the links in the description. I will see you for the next one. Take care.